Hey everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. As you guys have already seen from the title, I'm going to be showing you guys how you would or how you could trade US30 using only resistance and support. I like to treat every video like kind of like a beginner's level type of thing. I know most of you already know what resistance support is, but I'm just going to just a small tiny little definition of how maybe some people who don't know would understand it. So support would be your floor, resistance would be your ceiling, and then the market is pretty much bouncing up and down within, well, up and down your floor and your ceiling. Okay, so pretty much, let's say I draw a line right here because I feel like every time it touches this spot, it goes back down, right? And then I will draw another line down here because I feel like when it touches the spot, it comes back up. The ceiling is your resistance and the floor is your support, okay? Now, one thing about resistance and support is not just one solid line, it's kind of like a zone. So technically you would draw like two lines. Melody, what do you want? Like I was saying, technically it's a zone, so it wouldn't just be like one solid line. And then down here, I would do the same. It's a zone. It's not just one solid line. Okay, so like I said, it will bounce up and down from your resistance, from your floor and your ceiling. But obviously, eventually, it will break either your ceiling or your floor. And I'm gonna kind of show you. I am gonna show you how I kind of look for those breaks and kind of find an entry of those breaks too. Okay, so for now, I'm gonna go ahead and clear everything on my screen. And I'm gonna, what is this? This is technically this week, and this was from February 25th to March. Yeah, so let's go back to like a different day. The market technically opens 9:30 a.m. EST for US30, NAS, and like a stock market. I like finding my interest from 9 a.m. Other people, it's different for everybody. That's just what works for me. That's what I like to do. From 8 a.m. is technically when I will be looking at my chart and kind of setting up my resistance and support. So the 14th was Monday. Oh, Valentine's Day, actually. Oh, that's really, really, really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna hit replay and we're gonna go back to the 14th, 8 a.m. Okay. This was the 14th, 8 a.m. So now I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit. I'm currently on the 1 hour time frame, and now I'm just gonna draw up like everywhere I see my resistance and support. It's gonna be different for everybody. What I may see, you may not technically see, and what you see, I may not see. But for me, I'm gonna draw up what I see. Another thing about it is draw it up as you go. Well, I could use the same lines I drew up yesterday, but like just perfect it in a way and kind of see like, okay, maybe my zone could be better or something like that, Now I'm just gonna start drawing horizontal lines. So remember, you're drawing up zones, not just one solid line. So like maybe right here. So then I will draw up another one right there. I feel like because I see this spot right here, and right here. Draw up another one. Do it right there. And draw up my other one, like probably here. Let me see. I also kind of like to go back sometimes. Okay, I did not see another spot. Okay. Here is another spot. I think maybe like up here. Let me see. Yeah, this is fine. Another one. Do I see something here? Yes, I do. Okay, maybe here. Okay, yeah, that works. So for now, 8 a.m., I know the market is around this area, so I don't have to go too far up or too far down. So for now, this is fine. Now what I'm gonna do is switch to my 15-minute chart. And I'm just gonna kind of make sure what I drew up is making sense, I guess I could say. Well, not necessarily making sense, but just is still kind of aligned with what I was seeing. And if I see something or something else, I could draw it up again. I'm just gonna get a ruler for now and see how many pips are in between this little, okay, so it's about 3,000. Technically 3,000 pips, but 0.01 would be like $300. So let me actually speak in dollars and not pips. Like I said, I like looking for my entries at 9 a.m. So we're just gonna click through. Matter of fact, let me zoom this, bring this up a little more. We're gonna go ahead and click through our candles. Okay, so this is now 8:15, 8:30. What's next? 8:45. I believe this is 9. Okay, so this is 9. So this is where my candle is currently that I'm looking at, right? Okay, so what I want to see happen, either we come back down or we break our ceiling and go up. What I would want to see, if I want to see a break in the ceiling, I want to make sure I have a very, is it bullish? Okay, very bullish candle that breaks my ceiling, and most of the body of the candle is actually up out of this zone. Or if that doesn't happen, I want to see a really bearish candle, not necessarily break because we're still in the zone, but kind of just come back down. I'm really bad at explaining stuff, but like when I just see something, I see it. But okay, let's just go and then I'll explain. So right now I don't really know what's happening. I'm gonna wait for the next candle. Next candle, not gonna lie, I really do like this candle. Going back to the past candles that happened in the past couple minutes, I'm looking at this candle where it really did try to kind of break my resistance, but obviously came back down. It wasn't strong enough. The candle wasn't strong enough. Next candle did try to break too, but it wasn't strong enough either. And then we had this actually bullish candle, but the next bearish candle was actually really, really, I don't know how to say it, but just like stronger than the other one. So this kind of tells me that we have it's a stronger bearish market than it is bullish. So how I will find my entry, I don't get in on this candle right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for like a retracement. I want to make sure it goes all the way back to touch my ceiling again and then shoot back down. Before I can do that, I just want to move back here and look at how I set up my zone. The top looks really good, but maybe I should bring down, like, this makes sense to me. So I'm gonna wait for it to come all the way back up here. So that's my next candle. So what you would do is technically set up like a sell limit, and then your amount of stop loss would be this zone and maybe like an extra like 20 or 30 pips like that. So technically that's like about 1,000 pips, 0.01, which is like $100. It would be $100 risking $100 for about $300. Now, where would you set up your sell limit? Okay, so it's not every time that it's guaranteed it's going to come back up here and touch my zone, because like I said too, the zone is not perfect. It's there, but the way I drew it up may not be the way you drew it up. So it's around that area. So I like to, from where my zone is, I kind of push down maybe a good 10, 15 pips or $10, $15 or something. So from that, which would be like around right here, which is actually like the top of these two candles right here. So that's where I would set up my sell limit. So I'm hoping the next 1 or 2 candles that's gonna happen. So let me just set this up right here. Stop loss, like I said, is like $100. And then TP 300, because I'm assuming it's going to come all the way back down. Matter of fact, okay, same thing with the TP. I'm thinking it's going to come back and touch my bottom, my floor, but it may not necessarily get all the way down. It'll just be like around that area. So just a couple pips away from it, just around that area. So 300 is good. Okay, so time is now 9:15. So now let's see what the next candle does. Actually, real quick, hold on, y'all. The baby's finally sleeping, y'all. Okay, so let's see what the next candle does. Okay, so if y'all see, the wick of this candle went all the way up, right? So technically, we got in right here. Wait, let me fix this. Looks like we went up a little. Let me make sure this is a 3. It looks like I moved it or something. Okay, so technically we got in automatic, well, not automatically, but we are obviously in profit. So let's see what happens. Okay, still in profit. Oh, and we hit TP, right? We hit TP. So technically now we are up $300. We are $300. Now, if we look, we are getting really close to my floor, right? Let's see what the next candle does. Okay, boom. So let me just go ahead and make this short like that. Boom. So now that we're at the floor, so the market can go 2 ways from here. We can either go back up or we can break our floor and go all the way down. So this candle, this is just the wick, right? It's not even the body of the candle that, you know, broke through our zone. Didn't even break through, but kind of was in our zone. So no, that's not a good enough candle for me to feel like, you know, it's just not a good enough candle for me to feel like, okay, we're breaking. It wants to break through, but it can't. So this candle, I could compare it to this candle right here, right? This bearish candle where it wants to break through, but it just can't. So I'm getting a really good feeling like we might be going back up. Let's see what the next candle does. Same thing, right? Let's see what happens next. If it was a little bit stronger and actually broke this zone, I would be starting to look for a sell going down this way, but not yet. But let's see if the next candle does that. No, but this candle is the hammer candle. And I was literally looking at this one right here. Okay, so if you are someone that knows your candles, you would get in right here, right? If you are someone that knows your candles, you would get in right here for a buy. So stop loss. Okay, let me go back to stop loss. Because we are already in my zone, stop loss should be around my zone. So this is a good area for a stop loss. So I don't need it to be this far down because now we're just way out. I just need it to be maybe a little bit up here. So let's fix this. Maybe let's do stop loss should be maybe 50 pips, $500. That's good. Okay, because I'm looking at up here and we were just strictly in the zone. Okay, so that's good. So then from there, from right here, I would be targeting to like maybe right here, which is like 300, well, 3,000, well, no, 300, 500 pips, which is technically $350. So TP, I would raise it to, I would raise my TP to 350. That's okay. So now let's see how the next candles move. Do y'all oh, do y'all see that? I'm talking about no retracement, but okay, so we got in, right? We got in right there because we looked at our candle. We know we're supposed to get in. But I also want to say, if you are somebody that you don't know your candles, you're just strictly looking at how resistance and support is moving. So if I see something like this, right? This is the bearish candle that I was looking for. No, bullish candle that I was looking for to either come back up, or I was looking for a really bearish candle to go all the way down. But instead we got a bullish candle. Oh my gosh, I always confuse the two. Let me just say a really strong green candle Okay. Now, you should, like I said, you should not be chasing the market. What you will do is you're going to wait for it to come back down to around this area right here. So I'm going to draw a box and see if it comes back down. And that's where we would technically be getting in, you know? No, let me just draw a horizontal line. So you don't want it to come all, I mean, you do want it to come all the way back down to where you drop your zone, but that might not necessarily happen. It could come around this area. So just a little bit up, maybe around here. So just so we just tell the difference and it's not like another type of zone, I'm going to draw this line yellow. So I want it to come back down to this yellow and then I will get in for the buy. Let's see what the next candle does. Okay. It did not come back. So your buy limit did not activate. So this trade would have just goodbye, left you. But let's see what happens next. No, we're still going at this point. Just go ahead and get rid of that buy limit. It's done. Where'd it go? Oh, it's done. But guess what? You're still up $300. Okay, now we are currently in this trade. So let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh, we finally hit TP. Finally hit TP. So let me just go ahead, bring this down here. So we hit TP. So now we're up 300 and wait, what about? Oh yeah, we're up $300 plus $350, which is $650. $650, okay? And it's still February 14th, okay? This is still the same day, okay? So now I can see we're getting closer to my ceiling, my zone around this area, because this, where the TP just stopped, is actually also where we got in the trade. So now looking at this, I don't know. I'm looking at this candle, the candlestick trading Bible. This is one of those candles that we just looked at, the doji, whatever it's called. Really could be this too. Shooting star. Low key, it just doesn't have any body, but I'm looking for that freaking doji candle because that one. Let me see, what is this? Could it be this? It could be that. It could be that. Okay, so now I've seen two candles so far that are showing me we are gonna sell. There we go. That's the one, and it definitely dropped. 3 candles now. So now, at this point, you gotta know your candles. At this point, I probably would be getting in for a sell. Right on this candle, as soon as this candle closes, I am in. So I want to make sure I am protected from this zone. So I'm going to up my stop loss a little more. I'm thinking 150. Let me see. Okay, definitely. That's good. From right where I am, I want to come all the way back down. Oh, excuse me. So that is going to be about, so 250, 250. 250. Okay, so I'm targeting $250, risking 150. That sounds good. Okay. Now, again, if you're someone that doesn't know your candles, you would wait for something a little better. You would wait for a really bullish, bearish candle, a red candle, really strong red candle, and then wait for that retracement going back up, and then you would get in. Now, I'm feeling really good about this. So let's move. Do y'all see what just happened? Do y'all see what just happened? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what just happened. Oh God, let's see what keeps happening. Let's see what keeps. Okay. Ooh, that was a really strong candle too. Now we're up 300, 350, and 250. What is that? $900. I really like this candle, but it still did not break past my zone. So let's see if the next candle is going to do that. Ooh, so close. But yeah, check this out again. This candle, didn't we see? Isn't this shooting star? We're going back up. So we would get in. We would get in, but well, I would be getting in at this candle right here. But this time, likely enough, my stop loss doesn't even have to be $100. It could be really low. My stop loss could be $50. Honestly, $50. Yeah. Oh, don't mind this right here. Matter of fact, this is after the candle close, so technically we didn't hit stop loss. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and move it. Which is okay. Yeah, just ignore that. Anyway, so from there, what am I thinking? Going all the way back up here. It's 350 again. 350. Okay. Risking $50 to make $350. Like that. Oh. Whoops. $350. Okay, let's see what the next candle does. Ooh. Matter of fact, let me just get him from my hand. Okay. Ooh, that was super close. That was super close. It didn't hit my stop loss, but it really almost did. Yeah, see, I know it didn't hit because we're still, it would have closed me out here, but we're still in the green. But that was super close. Whoa. That, matter of fact, that almost hit my stop loss. That made me a little nervous. Let me just change my stop loss a little bit. So now I'm gonna just add like a $10 or something. That makes me feel so much better. That was really close though. Okay. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's see the next candle. Okay. I'm confident we're buying now. I'm pretty confident we're buying now. So now let's go back and go back to somebody that is not a candle trader or doesn't know their candles, right? So now you're looking at this. I'm like, okay, they are, bullish candle, but they kind of weak. They are kind of weak, right? They are, but they are getting stronger. You do want to wait for that retracement all the way down to your zone, but remember, we don't really want to wait to get to the zone. So what we're gonna get in right here. This is if you're somebody that doesn't know your, because I'm already in. I know my candles, but if you're someone that doesn't know your candles, you would set up a buy limit. Hopefully it comes back down here because this is the area where we've been closing out our trades. So you don't want to be exactly on your your zone. You just want to be around that zone. So let's see what the next candle does. Okay, you are in. Guess what? Boom, you're in this trade too. Okay, now your trade activated on this candle, and look, we're going up. And notice how now the wick is now more so at the bottom. Now I'm really confident we're buying. We are buying because the wick was up here like it was resisting the top, but now it's resisting the bottom. Ooh, we got this. Let me just go ahead and delete that. You're in the trade too. We're in this money. I'm sorry, I'm kind of sick. Anyways, let's go. Okay. Ooh, lots of pressure right here. Okay, it looks like we're still in. Let me move this up some more. We've been in this trade from 2:15. It is now, what is 19 and 7? 18 and 6. Yeah, 7 p.m. Okay, retracement. At this point, matter of fact, I haven't been mentioning this. At this point, if you go up more than 50% of your target, you should definitely be moving the stop loss to entry and making this a risk-free trade. So I would move, my stop loss to entry, or maybe even around profit so you can get some type of profit. But you know what? I'm just saying. But let's keep going. Oh, look at that candle. I'm still in the trade, so I'm not really looking to start going back down. I just want to watch my trade and see what happens. Also, this candle being here, we're not around any zones. Just want to mention that. Like, you can see a candle and be like, okay, that means it's about to reverse, but it's not. There's nothing like no pressure around that candle. Okay, we are in this trade for days. Okay, it's still February 14. This is still one day. This is intense. Okay, what's going on? I mean, I'm not getting nervous. You shouldn't be getting nervous. You already up, what, $900? $900 in one day. At this point, you're sleeping. This is what? This is now 3 a.m. You're asleep. You have a risk-free trade. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and, so my entry price, I'm gonna move my entry price to my stop loss price. I'm about to go to sleep and I don't want to be stressing about this. So boom. So if we get stopped out, we didn't lose any money. We didn't make any money, but we definitely didn't lose any money. Who you know? Oh, that's a really, really nice looking candle too. All right, so boom. We hit TP. Wait. Definitely hit TP. It's not showing right here because I moved my stop loss to entry and it's kind of like, okay, well, technically we wicked out, but we hit TP for 350. 350. So let's go back. Okay, $300 plus 350, 650 plus 250, 900, 6, 7, 8, 9, $900, and now 350, 9, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,250. This is now February 15, and it's been a day. Literally, that's, you pretty much day traded. You've been trading the whole day, no losses, straight TPs, resistance and support. That's how it is. Now, before, okay, we're done. We're closed out for the day, but I just want, because I kind of feel like it's kind of approaching a break in my zone, and I really like how this is moving. So what I want to do, I want to see how this moves. Let's see what the next candle does. And I want to show you guys how I would be looking for a break. There you go. That's exactly what I was looking for. We have officially break this zone. Remember, these were my two zones. This right here. And then, mind you, this is 3 a.m. So we'll definitely be sleeping and not looking at this. These were my two zones. This was my ceiling. This was my floor. We finally see a break on my ceiling because it's a really strong, what is it called? Bullish candle. And majority of the body of this candle broke past my ceiling. Now I know it's like, okay, but I see a wick right here, but remember, I have another zone up here that I saw previously. I have another zone up here, so obviously it's going to be some resistance to, fully go through. But what I'm looking at is you can still make some money out of this because it's about $100. So I'm gonna try and make some money out of this. So if I see this, I'm looking like, okay, I definitely broke through. I'm not gonna chase it. I'm not gonna get it right here. So I'm gonna wait for it to come back down to around my entry. So this is where I would be setting up a buy limit, right? Probably right there. That's maybe even too close, but around right there. And that's where I would be getting in the trade. So let's see what the next candle does. My buy limit just activated. My buy limit activated right here on this trade. So now, where is your stop loss? Your stop loss will be around this zone and a little bit of coverage from that zone. But how many pips is this? 127. Ooh. Let's do let's see, just how much is, oh, that's wrong. How much is just 100? Let me see where that's gonna be. I don't like that, but okay, let's do 110. Okay, that's better because this is actually where a lot of our trades activated and we hit a lot of our TPs. But now let me see how much I want to make at least $100. So, okay, this is where 100. Okay, so we are already around to TP. This is how far I'm assuming it's gonna go. It might go higher. Definitely might go higher, but I'm gonna wait for the break, right? I'm gonna wait to see another break. Let me see what happens next. Okay. Did we hit TP? Technically not. We were actually came back in drawdown for like a while. So now, excuse me. What I see is I'm going back and forth within my zone, but I'm not even close to my ceiling. We gotta go up a little higher. Yo, boom, TP again. I'm not gonna count these TPs because now at this point I'm just showing you guys. Well, I'm not gonna count these TPs because I was just showing you how I would trade in. Well, you could trade in a day, but I finally got a break, so I just want to show you how that would work for you too. Okay, boom, that happened. So now I'm definitely my ceiling, right? Obviously, I'm gonna go back down, but this zone it's just. Honestly, it's just a little too small to even want to play with and risk, whatever. I mean, you could. I'm not saying you can't do it. You could do it. Let me go ahead and delete this. You could do it, but let me see how the next candles play out. Okay, boom. So that's a good bearish candle. So now feeling pretty confident it's gonna go down. So I would set a sell limit. This is like I'm saying, if you want to play around with this little zone right here, well, not zone, but like this little space. But you know, money is money. Could be $50. If I have a chance to make $50, take it, you know? Okay, so I will set up my sell limit right here. Let's see if it hits my yellow. Okay, it hit my yellow, so technically I'm in this trade now. Boom, trade is activated. There we are. So my stop loss will be around this zone. Let me see, where is that? I'll push a little more. So let's do 110. 110, and then for my TP, we'll do obviously $100. Okay, that's good. Let's see what happens. Oh, we are in massive drawdown. Okay, this drawdown right here. So this is why we have a zone. Okay, because if I just had this line, I would be thinking like, oh my gosh, it broke my line, so we should be buying. But this is why we have a zone, right? I'm looking at this one right here. We didn't break, and this is also why our stop loss is not within our zone. It should protect us from that entire zone. Okay, so now it looks like I'm good. Okay, boom, I just made another $100. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Like, if the zone is just because now I'm risking. Okay, because look at this. This was my TP and stop loss. I was risking $110 to make $100. That's what I'm saying. Like, the space is just too little for me to even play with. This one, I was risking 110 to make 100 too. So at this point, I'm just gonna wait for a break, right? Woo! That was really nice. Super close. Not exactly what I want to see. I want to see a complete break. Oh, I thought that was it. Okay, now we're just bouncing and playing around. Okay. I'm not seeing anything happening. Oh, by the way, just in case you can't see, now these are my two zones. This is not my ceiling. Excuse me. This is not my floor. We are mostly playing in my ceiling. So I think she's trying to break, but I don't know. So let's just see. Okay, these candles are moving like really slow, by the way. What time is it? Oh, it's nighttime. Got it. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait for something. I'm trying to wait for another break. We finally got a break. We got a break on the upside. But before I move any further, at this point, you should be wanting, okay, I was about to say you should be wanting to draw up your resistance support again, but I forgot I completely did that before. But definitely see it. Oh, let's make this black again. I definitely see it, but that would be a good around here was okay. So that was a very limited amount of space. So technically, this is what I just drew up, guys. So I did break, but I just hit another like level. I'm not feeling too confident about it. So let me see what happens next. Oh, we just went back down. This kind of completely broke, but everything around here is just honestly terrible. Everything here is just terrible. Okay, that looks so much better. Let's see this break. Technically, I like this candle and I would love to see it sell. And then obviously I'll set a sell limit, probably where that yellow is, but this is the same zone that we were playing here, risking 110 to make $100. Like, I don't like that. Let me see, give me something else. Crazy, technically we would have hit TP. Technically we would have hit TP. Would have hit TP. Wow. But let me keep going because okay, I'll take a sell. Now this is where I determine, is this candle bullish enough for me to get in for a sell? I like to see more than half of its body. You know what? It's not a bad looking candle. Where the candle is where I've been getting in my trades and getting out on my trades regardless. So I would get in right here. I don't have to wait for a tracement. This is exactly where I want to get in anyways. And from here, I think the profit would be like 300. 300, okay. So 300, and I'll be risking, let's do 100. Okay. This is protecting me from the zone. Let me push a little more actually. So let's do 120, because now let's do 120. So I'm completely protected from my zone and just a little something, and I'm expecting it to go down. I like this candle. The only thing about it is I'm not sure if this is a bullish, bearish enough candle. That's where I'm hesitant on. But if you're not confident in a trade, just let it go. But I feel like I made over $1,000. I can risk $100. I can risk $100. Anyways, let's see how this plays out. Okay. Oh, hit my stop loss. Hit my stop loss and definitely broke on the upside for sure. Hit my stop loss, but I'm trying to see. Regardless, I still would have gotten this trade because watch. This candle right here, broke on the downside too. It broke. Like the body of the candle is not even in my trade or whatever. Though I probably would have been hesitant about it too because it has a really long wick right here. So I don't know. This is why I say if you're not confident in a trade, don't get in. But I was being greedy and I'm like, okay, I can risk it. But regardless, remember y'all what I said. We're not counting it. I'm just showing you how you would work through breaks in your floor and ceiling. Technically, we are done on Monday. We are done. But I want to see how this plays out though. Okay, so it's back at this top ceiling. So it's gonna go back down. May obviously go back down because of these candles right here. For the tracement and get in for the sell. The market is literally just not moving. Like, I mean, yeah, I saw that happening. We're in this zone, candles and sell. So that happening, but I want to get out of this. Like, I don't want to be here, you know? I'm gonna give me something on the downside. Okay. I'm getting the same thing again. Let me try and play with it again. Oof. Once again, I don't like this candle. Also, I didn't even notice what is it called, doji candle. So technically I probably would be going back up. Okay, now we're just playing in my zone. Okay, so it is going back up. It went back up. Definitely would have hit TP, whatever, because that was my doji candle right there. Okay. Oh, I was just about to say it looks like we're stuck right here, but this is another break on the downside in another, candle. So I would set, at this point I already missed the trade because I didn't even notice like a candle that I would be getting in. So let's say we set our entry up here again. It didn't activate. Well, let's say we looked at this candle and yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm assuming I'm now assuming it's gonna go back down. I'm looking at this bearish candle, and the next one is actually a really good looking candle. Hoping it retraces to my sell limit and then shoots all the way down. Okay, activated. We are in. I don't even know why I'm still going. I just literally just told y'all we're not even like I'm just trying to show y'all how you would handle breaks. What stop was? Okay, 120 again. Targeting 300. But this is really tricky how this is moving now. I feel like I should redraw because it's a new day. Actually, new days, I would be looking to redraw my resistance and support because now it's moving wacky. Because I definitely see something right here. Definitely right here, but they're all within the zone. Whew. Finally. Finally. But do y'all see what I'm talking about? Like when you're looking for the breaks? I'm just way too nice. And look, after it hits my TP, it starts retracing back. And this is why I say you don't always have to have your TP exactly around the zone. It should be a little, give it some wiggle room, It might actually come back down, but I don't know. Okay, it did go back down. Anyways, honestly, this was great. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but this was like, I don't even trade like this because I really hate to be on my computer all day just watching this. Plus, I just have so much in the day to do. But this was great. This is how you day trade US30 and NAS. Well, we didn't look at NAS 100, but this is how you day trade US30 only using resistance and support. Literally, literally. I really hope this video did something for y'all and showed y'all something. Like, I really try to make it as easy as possible. I really hope I did that, y'all. And I really hope, please, y'all, share, like, subscribe. please, like, show your girl some love, please. But anyways, that is it, honestly. Maybe next time I will be show you how I day trade in the week, because obviously some parts of the day I'm gonna be sleeping. I would not be up for like certain trades and stuff like that. But other than that, guys, I'm done. I'm literally done. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.